Hi, I'm Sammy Warney. I am 13 years old. Last Saturday, I went to the March for Our Lives in Washington, D.C. My uncle and I got to the march about 3 hours early, so we got there around 9. We would have gotten there earlier, but we stopped by Starbucks to get hot chocolate. It didn't start till 12 and it ended around 3, so we were standing for about 6 hours. And it was really emotional. There was a lot of stuff going on constantly. There was at least one group of people doing a chant. So when we got there, it was already pretty crowded. I think there was probably already at least 1,000 people there. There's actually probably closer to 2,000 people there already. We were trying to get a little bit closer to the stage, so we walked on the sidewalk before it got really crowded. And we got probably about 300 feet away from the stage. There was a lot of people there, and people just kept flowing in. After about 3,000 people, I don't know how fast people were getting there because we were way up front, and it went for about 3-4 blocks, maybe more. Because there was over 1 million people there by the end of it. We didn't have a sign, but there was a lot of people who did have signs. There were signs that said the death count to gun violence in all different parts of the world. Most places were at most 1%, and then in America it was more than 3%. There was signs saying "March for those who can't," say "Go away to the NRA," stuff like that. I don't think there was anyone there that was against the march. There was even one lady that I talked to who was part of the NRA that knew what was going on was bad and needed to stop. She just said that even though she's told us that she was part of the NRA for 20 years, and she knew that what was going on was not okay and people need to use common sense and get this fixed. I forgot his name, but one of the speakers said that we should arm teachers. And everyone in the crowd was like, wait, what? Why is he still up there? He was saying, we do need to arm teachers. We have to arm teachers. But we have to arm them with creativity, imagination, pens, pencils. Because no one I saw was pro having with teachers with guns and stuff. The only people who said we should arm teachers were saying that we should arm them with pens and pencils and school supplies. One of the speeches I remember was actually the kid who said that we do need to arm teachers with imagination and stuff, because he was honestly had everyone thinking he was saying they need guns, but then when he said what he actually thought they should be armed with pencils and imagination and all of that, it was like that really stuck, because everyone was awake, like, wait, what is he talking about? There were people from all over. One of the people I talked to wasn't really from America. He had traveled to America just for the march. But everyone there was there for the same reason, saying that there should not be guns in schools, and assault rifles aren't needed. People don't need assault rifles. I saw people from all different backgrounds there, from ages around 3 to much older. People were all there from all over the world. Everyone was there for the same reason, though. When Edna spoke, it really got to me because she told us how she lost her brother to gun violence and how she learned how to duck from bullets before she even learned how to read. When Martin Luther King Jr.'s great-granddaughter, Naomi, spoke, she said that she was there for all African-American women and women in general who have been victim to gun violence. And that really stuck because she's only 11 years old and she was speaking for everyone she could. I cannot imagine being on stage in front of that many people. I've talked to a lot of people before on stage, but never 1 million people. I think Samantha handled it really well. You could tell she was nervous because she started speaking faster and faster, and she actually threw up on stage, and the camera went away for about a minute. Everyone started chanting her name, And then it went back on her, and she said, "You know what? I just threw up on international television, and it feels great." And she kept doing her speech. She got over 1 million people to sing happy birthday for her classmate Nicholas, who would have been celebrating his birthday that day had he not been killed. There was constantly chants going on, but the only one that really overpowered the rest was when when almost everyone was saying, "Hey ho, NRA, go away." I know it doesn't sound that powerful when it's just one person, but imagine 1 million people saying it at once. When Emma spoke, it was really powerful because she went up and she said all of her friends' names, even the teacher's name, and she said, like, so-and-so will never, so-and-so will never, so-and-so will never. And then it went dead silent for almost 4 minutes, maybe even more. At first, people didn't understand what was going on, so we started doing chants, thinking that she just needed to, like, take a breath or something. But then slowly people started understanding what was going on, so everyone went silent. And then when she had been up there for 6 minutes and 20 seconds, her alarm had went off. And she told us that she had been up there for 6 minutes and 20 seconds, and that's how long it took for 17 people to get killed. The person will soon abandon their gun and blend in with the crowds escaping and be free for 1 hour before arrest. It made me feel almost afraid that many people were able to get killed that quickly, and how easy it was for him to get out and be free for that long before he had been found. I think what we could do about gun violence and shootings is not arm our teachers, but make it so a civilian, cannot get an assault rifle. Because had he not had an assault rifle, he would not have been able to do that much damage that quickly. I think it's very important for teenagers to have counseling and get a proper education. And I'm actually a little bit upset because I'm losing a lot of my friends are getting homeschooled now because of the school shooting. When I was in DC, I didn't only do the march. I also got to do a lot of sightseeing. I saw the Jefferson Monument, the DC Monument, the Lincoln Monument, and a few others. I'm not 100% this is true, and I hope there was other marches that were as peaceful as this one, but I heard people saying this is one of the biggest and most peaceful marches in DC. It felt very empowering to be there because the oldest people who spoke were in 12th grade. There was nobody older than that speaking. I think that this march really did say that just because you might not want to vote because all the options seem bad, it's still important for you to choose and choose the best option. So I got this shirt right after the march for $15, probably the best $15 I could have spent, because this feels really powerful to have. It says March for Our Lives, and it says the date in Washington, D.C. at the bottom. And I can't wait to wear it at school because this is, it makes me feel powerful having it on, knowing that this was all set up by kids my age.